I really enjoy those photographs that look as if you had taken them out of a movie. And by that, I mean that those pictures, those frames are unresolved. And because of that, you have to imagine and finish them. What the creator is trying to do here is appeal to your imagination to finish the picture. That way you can co-create along with the creator and make that picture more personal, closer to you. And those kinds of pictures are the kind of pictures that stay with you a lifetime because they feel personal. It feels as that you've been investing in those, and there is something still mysterious about it that you are still trying to resolve. What those photographs are doing is create suspense because it was coming from one place and going to another place, but we don't know exactly where it's going. Only the viewer can finish that photograph. And there are two main ways in which you can keep the viewer in that state of wonder. The first one is by having something off frame completely. Only the model, only the person in the picture can see what's off frame, but we don't see it. Just having someone looking off frame is going to create tension because there's something that we cannot see that the other person is seeing, and it gets even better when the model is actually reacting to it. Is she having fun? Is she laughing? Is she afraid? But there has to be a clear response of her to whatever is happening outside of the frame. It could be a sound that she heard, it could be a person she's seeing, her reaction in her face, in her body, how she and it's gonna look as if you had taken that moment, that freezing moment, before she completes her reaction. When she notices the personal thing outside happening outside of the frame, but you're gonna take the picture before she completes the action. And I think that's a way to create suspense in the photograph, because now there's a narrative, now there's an action that is incomplete, unresolved. And our brains want to see that, want to see resolution. So we're gonna imagine, we are going to make the viewer participate and finish that action, that photograph in their brain by way of their own projections onto it. The other way is to have the camera as another character within the picture, only that that character is going to be his or her point of view. Like the example before, we're going to need the model to be reacting to the camera, to that character. The viewer, however, is going to be identifying with what that character is saying, which is the model being photographed. And she has to do the same thing. There's going to be an action, she's going to be reacting to it. She could be happy, she could be afraid, she could be hysterical, enthusiastic, what have you. The important thing is that she begins an action and we don't see the resolution of that action. But in this instance, we're going to be seeing everything from the point of view of the other character, which is a very interesting way to take that, because even the photographer now has to behave as if was a character, when in the first one the photographer only has to document in a way what she's reacting to, which is off frame, which is something that we are not seeing. If it was a movie, maybe we hear the sound of what's going on off frame, but we don't get a glimpse of what's going on visually, only through the sound. So something to take away from this video to create suspense in your photographs is to have the model react to something off frame, or react to the camera as if it was another character within the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.